And just some food for thought here. Now, all these plane crashes, of course, there's going to be more. And I mentioned that on some videos prior to this all happening. They're going to have to do a lot more, and there are, right? And no credit to myself. It's just some things, some of us can see right through it like a piece of glass. We all have these gifts in certain areas. But the last one I saw was in the Bering Sea, okay? This is where you have to understand what's going on. Bering Sea. Bering, okay, it's not spelled like the Baron that walks around with Chump, the big goofy lizard that claims to be his son. But it's pronounced the same, okay? Or most people would pronounce it that way. Don't fall into this stuff. Don't pray for the people on the planes. Don't pray for the heroes rescuing them. This is all an energy gathering technique. 100%. And I wish I didn't have to use these numbers as I do. Because, pardon the background noise, hold on. These numbers are the problem. They're doing a number on you, okay? Whether people want to look at this or not, our number system 1 through 10 is say 10. Anytime you say a number, you are pronouncing his name. It is the GCF at this point, greatest common factor. You have too many raindrops when it comes to the greatest common factor, the outcome is not good. In this case, saying his name at all is not a good thing. If you stop using, or at least stop saying numbers, your lives will change dramatically. This is how they do this. I don't know how to explain it much more than I have in the other videos, but you only have numbers 1 through 10 in existence. You make a number larger than that, you are borrowing from that 10. Those say 10 numbers, 1 through 10. In fact, if you add those up, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, all the way to number 10, you'll get 55, the completion of the satanic circle. The trap, the eye. And keep in mind, it's not that certain amounts of things are bad. It's the black magic sigils they have given us to use that are. Okay? When Christ was walking around, he didn't use the number system we have today. He did not use that, so you have to ask yourselves why. The reason why is because 1 through 10 is saying 10. Say 10. That's why it was the C19 for years that they had people trapped in their houses and people chanting numbers, stay 6 feet apart and this, that, and the other, right? The 19 is 10. No matter what you do, your license plate, yes, a lie and a sins. That's why they make sure you celebrate this and you celebrate that, and you got to know what date it is all the time and what time it is. What time it is. You ever looked at the clock? Think about it. It's a circle, like I just mentioned. And it's a lock with a C in front of it. C, do you see the lock? It's a number 3 lock. That's exactly what it is. That's why it has an arm on it to keep swinging around, collecting them in. It's ITS. Yes, not spelled the same, but it is pronounced that way. IT. It is one of the first names for Satan. The letter S left over is 19. For 19 is what? 1 and 9 is 10. And here comes the other arm swinging around after it collected the men. It's the hour hand because it's ours. Theirs. They're collecting you. Try it. That's all I can say at this point. There's a lot of stuff I can't say yet, and I will, but I can't yet. If you get these numbers off of your tongues, out of your heads, things will change. I mean, we are literally pronouncing all day long and looking at his name, number, and image. Say 10. Everything is that. That's why they want you to remember your social, your phone. Everything's a number. Because the numbers make you numb. And they are errors. Numb errors. The wordplay is very deep. And sadly, I'm not just being creative here. This is what they do. Numbers is numb and errors. You become numb with the errors that we make with these satanic numbers. And the same thing with the word letters. It's let tares. Okay, we are speaking a forked tongue mess here. So we need to unspeak as much of it as we can. Do we have protection? Yes. Protection is wisdom. Protection is wisdom. I hope this makes sense. And of course, you can't completely not say anything. I can't even do these videos without mentioning some numb errors to get the point across, but this is nothing new under the sun. This is basically a computer-generated thing. It is working off of a number system, numb errors. We don't want to be errors of the numb, okay? And numbers also spells dumb, okay? There's a reason it spells dumb. I'm not calling anyone dumb. I'm saying, we were put into this trap. We didn't know it. Why should the word numbers spell dumb in there and errors when you pronounce it? Numbers. Numb errors. This is the word play. The men at hands collecting the men with the arms circling around 360 degrees. Yep. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them, and thank you as always.